I'ma tell you why you can't. Said you got a long way to go. Say you wanna love me, wanna touch me. Think twice, cause you got a long way to go.
Hey, what's up guys, it's me Mike, and today I'm gonna do a video on creating form signatures. I got a few comments on YouTube saying that, it's cool to make, wallpapers and stuff, but I've been getting a little off track with some of the other stuff I should be able to do, like, form signatures and logos and stuff like that. So I got a few requests from the people on my website requesting that, and a few comments on my YouTube, so I guess I'll go about doing that for you guys. First off, I want to say before I do anything, as you can see here, this is the wallpaper I made like 2 days ago, and I'm gonna be posting on the front page of my website because there will be a new Photoshop contest. And if you remember from like a month earlier, I was telling you guys about it. I did mention that you guys will be able to create your own contest. I gave somebody the privilege to create their own contest. They didn't come through, so I guess I was gonna make it anyway. So I get more into detail in another video, but for right now I'm going to make some Photoshop signatures. So here's one I made not too long ago, like right before the video. I was kind of bored, but I made something cool, something I like. And first off, form signatures could be any type of width and height. So depending on maybe like a certain form you're on, requires certain length and heights of form signature, or maybe a certain file size. So the bigger the form signature, most likely the bigger the file size, the smaller file size. But I like to do form signatures in this width, so I'm gonna start off with a 750 by 300, and make sure you have 300 resolution. You don't have to have it; it could be 75, and press OK. Alright, so I like to start off with a gradient. You may want to start off with a paint bucket if you want. And I'm gonna select the gradients, and I'm gonna select something cool. I'm gonna go about selecting maybe like this silver, like I did before. So something like that. And Control Shift N to make a new layer. You can name it if you want. And what I'm gonna do is just add some shapes. So creating a custom form signature requires a creative skill and some ideas of what you want your form signature to look like. So depending on your theme of form signatures and stuff, you may want to be something cool or something like that. So let's say if you have maybe like this cool dragon thing right here. So let's say if I have something like that, and I'll just place it right there, and I'm just gonna edit it. So double click on that layer. I might give it a drop shadow. Might give it a stroke of maybe red. Red looks cool. Maybe decrease the stroke size by 2 or maybe 1. And I can give it a gradient overlay. So something like that. So it all depends on what you looking for. So you could do bevel and emboss to kind of bring it out, make it stand out a little more, and press the contour to even further the bevel and emboss. And you can kind of edit it if you want. If you just click on that icon and move around, if you can see right there, you can move around and kind of select something. So I'm gonna just leave it like that, and it looks pretty cool. Press OK. And I'm just gonna add some cool brushes to it. So I happen to have this paint splatter brush. You can probably find it on the internet. So Control Shift N and create a new layer. And I'm just gonna press the bracket key right next to the letter P key. That's just to make the brush size smaller. So I'm just gonna do some paint splatters. Not much. And I'm gonna put that right behind my shape, and I'm gonna also edit that. So double click on that and give it a drop shadow, give it a stroke, and make sure the stroke is at 1, and I'll make sure the position is inside. The reason why, because with the paint splatters, there's a lot of debris and everything around the canvas, so you don't really want that. So I'm gonna give it a really dark color, red. And for the color overlay, I might just put it a nice white or gray, something to kind of go with the background, something like that. And if you want, you can extend the drop shadow, so increase the distance, maybe kind of make that stand out a little more. And you could give it a bevel and emboss if you want, and add a little contour to it. I'm gonna select my bevel and emboss and kind of increase the depth, and move the size up just a little bit, just like that. And you can soften it up if it looks too rough. Press OK. Alright, so once you have that, if you want, you can just go about putting some text and calling it a foam sig, or if you want, you can just go further and just animate it. So first I'm gonna give it some text. I just happen to have a cool text I like to use. If you guys seen gargoyles before, put Mike's Designs. And I'm going to give that a layer style, nothing too fancy, maybe something red, I don't know, or I just might edit it myself. Give it a drop shadow, gradient overlay, and don't be afraid to create your own gradients, because it helps out sometimes when you are making foam signatures. You want it to be unique and something different than something everyone else is using. So I'm gonna use this nice red thing I made, and maybe not even something dark. Something like that. Give it a stroke, gradient, bring it back down. That looks cool. And I'm going to decrease it by 2, and leave it like that. Bring it down just a bit right underneath the thing. And what I'm going to do now is go over to my window and select animation, and I'm going to select this little, it's like creating a new layer, but you're creating new frames. So I did it about 2 times. Select the first one. I'm going to leave everything like that. For the second one, I want my shape to blink. So going back, matter of fact, I might just take that third layer out. And what I'm going to do now is select my first frame and select tween. I'm going to tween with the next 5 frames. Now select the last frame and select tween again, but make sure you select tween with first frame and press OK. So what it's going to do is animate back and forth with the first and second shape. So go over here and save it. You might want to make sure you save it as a PSD, so you can always come back and edit it. So I'm going to save it as Dragon Form Sig. And to save the animation form of it, you can go to File, Save Web and Devices. And once it's finished rendering and loading up, select Original up there. And then you want to make sure it plays correctly, so you can press the play button, and as you can see, it's blinking way too fast, so press cancel. And what we're going to do is edit that. So on the first frame, we're going to just make it about ½ a second, and for the last one, we're going to make it ½ a second, and everything in between, we're going to make 2 seconds, or a fraction of that. And we're going to save it and go to File, Save Web and Devices. And what we're going to do is make sure it's set on Original and press play. So as you can see, it kind of slows and blinks, you know, at a decent pace. So if you're on foam signature, it probably looks cool like that. So that was how to do that. So once you save it, you can name it to whatever you want, and make sure you leave these as default. So GIF and default settings, and press save. And once it's finished saving, you can upload it to any form or anything else like that. So that was a quick tutorial on how to create a form signature. I'm gonna be posting some more videos like this one, making different form signatures, so please keep updated, and if you like my videos, please subscribe. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. So long.